Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
Allen's pass.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills will extend their... Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week... Now Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. 14. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff, you got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Bills 1st down.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie campaign, 775 yards.
On 1st down, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 21.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is. It's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Here we go. Holding offense. That's not good enough, man.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Off to Geis on the screen. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And Diggs has it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at the...
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And he's... The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Right side, he hauls it in, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
Roughing the passer defense.
Come on, you serious, dog?
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
47 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Got an open man. It's a new one. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Rosa's kick is good.
The field goal.
And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
28, Jets 6.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Allen off the play fake. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Aldrich Rosa set to go.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28.
Back now comes the offense. Madden spotlight time as we shine it up. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And the Bills.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Number 14.
Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second time.
And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Bills to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Davis there on the cover.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. Here's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well. They'll try and run for it with Bell.
Le'Veon Bell. That's good.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Into the hands of Enunwa, the jet sweep. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run it in with Bell. No signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Stop short of
no gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Allen's pass, intended for Stephon Diggs, incomplete. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. He finds an opening past the 40. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Bills back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They go right back to Singletary. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
It's a gain.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. How about this offensive line? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They stay on the ground. Geis again.
Darius Geis, the ball carrier. Tony Jefferson on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Finding Knox there. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Complete.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
Yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. On the catch, it's Crowder. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Jamison Crowder. Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got taken. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Conversion.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. So Allen's going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete to Le'Veon.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally